All right, let's dive right into a topic that is, well, it's pretty fascinating and, if we're being honest, a little bit out there. We're going to break down a source that suggests a very simple and genuinely surprising way you might just save your life.
And there you have it, right off the bat, the central claim. Now, according to the source material, this isn't a joke, it's not a punchline. It's presented as actual, serious advice. So how on earth could that possibly be true? Let's unpack the logic here.
Okay, so first we have to meet the villain of our story. And that villain is the constant low-grade stress that, just seems to follow us around in modern life. It's the big problem we're all trying to figure out.
See, here's the thing. Your body has this ancient survival wiring, right? And it doesn't really know the difference between a real life-threatening danger, like a predator, and just another stressful email from your boss. So what's the result? We end up walking around in a permanent state of fight or flight, all revved up for a danger that never actually shows up. And this isn't just a feeling, This constant stress takes a real physical toll on your body. We're talking about high levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, flooding your system. We're talking about rising blood pressure. It even means your body stays on high alert when you're supposed to be sleeping and recovering.
So, we've got the problem. Now our source introduces let's call it an unconventional solution. It's not about meditation or medicine. It's framed as a primal biohack that's supposedly hardwired right into human connection.
So here's the wild idea. The core claim is that the female form contains what the source calls a specialized biological hack code. The thinking is that a very specific type of touch can kick off this powerful chain reaction in your body.
Okay, so here's how this supposed chain reaction works. It all starts when, and this is a direct quote, the specialized warmth and texture of a woman's chest is detected. Apparently, this triggers something deep in the primal male brain. That, in turn, stimulates a really important nerve, which then causes your body to release a flood of calming chemicals. And that important nerve? It's called the vagus nerve. The easiest way to think about it is like it's the master switch for your body's relaxation response. It's what controls your rest and digest system, which is the total, complete opposite of fight or flight. So you stimulate the vagus nerve, and that leads to the release of oxytocin. You've probably heard of this one. It's the bonding hormone, or the feel-good hormone. It's the chemical that creates feelings of connection, trust, and safety. The source claims it can literally override your survival instincts and tell your brain, hey, it's okay, the danger's gone.
Now, before you go and try to publish this in a medical journal, the source gives this very, very important disclaimer. He says, "I'm not a scientist, but it feels right." And honestly, this is the real turning point. It stops being about the hard science and starts being about the emotional truth of connection and intimacy. So whether the biological mechanism is exactly right or not, the point is the transformation. It's about the shift from that before column, all stressed out, high cortisol, fight or flight, to the after column, that state of calm, of coherence, where your blood pressure actually drops and your body can finally switch over to rest and digest.
And that really brings us to what this whole thing is actually about, because at the end of the day, it isn't really about a quirky biohack. It's about something much bigger, something much deeper, what it means to be in a long-term, loving relationship. And I love this part of the story. The guy explains how he and his wife actually turned this whole idea into a running inside joke. It became their little shorthand, a playful way for him to say, hey, I'm stressed, I need a moment of connection. And you know what? He says it actually worked. This really gets to the heart of it all. Life is tough, work is stressful, the world is chaotic, but your marriage, your partnership, that's supposed to be your refuge. It's supposed to be a source of fun and joy, not just another thing to be stressed out about. It's easy in that early honeymoon phase, right? Everything is touchy and flirty and new. The real challenge, and maybe the real magic, is carrying that spark, that playful connection through all the middle years and beyond. The goal, as the source puts it, is to still be goofing around and having fun together when you're 110 years old. Which kind of leaves us with this final thought. What if the whole provocative biohack was just a clever Trojan horse for a much simpler, much more profound idea? That maybe the real way to lower your stress, to lower your blood pressure, and yeah, maybe even to save your life, is to just never ever forget how to be playful and have fun with the person you love most. What do you think?